before we start, imagine standing inside a stadium filled with over 50,000 screaming fans, purple lights everywhere, music shaking the entire ground, and suddenly, during BTS's final concert in Mexico City, Jungkook and Taehyung share a moment so emotional that fans instantly started crying, screaming, and asking the same question online. Did they just secretly confess their feelings without saying a single word? Because what happened that night didn't feel like normal fan service anymore. It felt real. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why millions of ARMY still can't move on from the final Mexico moment. Welcome back to Taekook Fans, the place where we talk about the sweetest, most emotional, and most unforgettable moments from the world of BTS and Taekook. And trust me, this might be one of the biggest Taekook moments ever captured on camera. From the beginning, the atmosphere in Mexico City felt completely unreal. Fans had been waiting outside the stadium since morning. People were singing BTS songs in the streets, holding banners with Taehyung and Jungkook's names glowing in purple lights. Everyone already knew this wasn't going to be an ordinary concert. It was the final night, and somehow, the members looked emotional before the show even started. The second BTS appeared on stage, the entire stadium exploded with screams. Videos recorded by fans sounded almost distorted because the crowd was so loud. But while everyone focused on the performances, ARMY started noticing something unusual between Taehyung and Jungkook. Not loud fan service moments, not playful chaos, something quieter, more emotional. Throughout the concert, Jungkook kept looking toward Taehyung without even realizing it. Whenever Taehyung moved across the stage, Jungkook's eyes followed him automatically, and fans noticed Taehyung doing the exact same thing. Small glances, soft smiles, tiny reactions, moments most people would normally miss. But together, they started creating an atmosphere fans couldn't ignore. At one point during a break, Taehyung stood near the edge of the stage interacting with fans. Meanwhile, Jungkook was supposed to be greeting another section of the crowd. But instead, he kept turning around looking for Taehyung, and ARMY noticed immediately. Social media later exploded with comments asking, why do they keep searching for each other? But honestly, that was only the beginning. As the concert moved toward the encore stage, the atmosphere became even more emotional. Fans sang louder. Purple lights covered the entire stadium like a galaxy. And Taehyung suddenly became quieter, less playful, less chaotic. He started openly watching Jungkook during the final songs. Then came the moment fans will probably never forget. One camera angle captured Taehyung standing alone near the side of the stage while Jungkook talked to fans. Instead of waving to the crowd, Taehyung just stared at Jungkook, completely focused on him. For several long seconds, the second Jungkook noticed, he froze. ARMY immediately screamed. Jungkook smiled nervously, looked down, and laughed shyly like he suddenly forgot cameras were everywhere. But Taehyung didn't stop looking at him, and somehow, that made the moment feel even more emotional. Fans online replayed that clip thousands of times because Jungkook's reaction didn't look scripted. It looked real. And then came the moment that completely broke the internet. As Jungkook slowly walked past him, Taehyung reached out and lightly touched his hand, just for a second. But Jungkook's reaction changed everything. The moment Taehyung touched him, Jungkook instantly smiled so brightly he couldn't hide it. Then he lowered his head while laughing shyly. Fans near the stage screamed so loudly that even the other BTS members turned around to see what happened. Within minutes, clips of the interaction spread all over social media: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Millions of fans started calling it the Mexico moment. And the reason fans became so emotional was simple. Nothing about it felt forced. It felt natural. Like two people forgetting the world was watching them for one tiny moment. Longtime BTS fans know Taehyung and Jungkook have shared countless iconic moments over the years. But many ARMYs said Mexico felt different emotionally, because there was something softer about it. Something quieter. Even during the ending meant, Jungkook kept looking toward Taehyung while fans chanted BTS's name across the stadium. At one point, Taehyung smiled at Jungkook in such a soft way that cameras almost missed it completely. But once fans noticed, they couldn't stop replaying the clip, because it felt like two people trying to memorize one final moment before it disappeared. And then came the ending nobody was emotionally prepared for. As the concert officially ended, purple confetti filled the air while the members slowly walked toward backstage. Fans screamed louder than ever because nobody wanted the night to end. And suddenly, Jungkook stopped walking. At first people looked confused, but then Jungkook turned around and started looking for Taehyung. The second fans realized what was happening, the stadium absolutely exploded. Taehyung stood several feet behind him, watching him quietly, almost like he was waiting. Then Taehyung slowly opened his arms. The crowd lost control. Some fans screamed. Others started crying instantly. And Jungkook? He laughed nervously for a second like he suddenly became shy. Then finally, he ran toward Taehyung. And the second they hugged, Mexico City exploded. Purple confetti fell around them while the entire stadium screamed at the top of their lungs. The hug didn't look playful. It looked emotional, long, real, like neither of them wanted to let go. Even other BTS members were smiling while watching them nearby. And fans close to the stage were crying so hard they couldn't even hold their phones steady. That's how emotional the moment felt live. But what shocked fans even more was what happened after the concert. Backstage clips started appearing online, and fans noticed Taehyung and Jungkook stayed unusually close together even after leaving the stage. While the other members greeted staff and waved goodbye, Taehyung and Jungkook kept walking side by side, talking quietly, laughing softly, almost like they were trying to make the moment last a little longer. Fans immediately exploded with theories online. Some people called it friendship, others called it fan service. But one comment kept appearing everywhere. You can't fake emotions like that. And honestly, that's why this moment became unforgettable. Because whether fans were emotional or simply touched by what they saw, everyone felt the same thing. It felt genuine, human, real. And maybe that's why the Mexico concert still lives in fans' hearts today. Not because of special effects, not because of choreography, but because for few emotional minutes on that stage, Jungkook and Taehyung looked like two people who truly didn't want the night to end. And sometimes, the loudest feelings are the ones people never say out loud. Thank you so much for watching Taekook fans. If you enjoyed this video and want more emotional BTS and Taekook stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another upload. And now we want to hear from you. What do you think really happened between Jungkook and Taehyung that night in Mexico City? Was it friendship or something deeper? Leave your thoughts in the comments below.
See you in the next video.